Guys, வணக்கம். என் வாய்ஸ் கேக்குதா? So, are you guys able to hear my voice? Please respond. Are you guys able to hear my voice? Okay, I will just share the link in the group actually. Wait a second. Uh, Here comes live. Yeah, I got the link. Okay. Community. Okay. Hey everyone. I hope you can hear me. Please let me know if am I audible or not. Like, am I audible, guys? Say yes or no. Yes, no. Am I audible? Guys, let me know. I'm audible. Say yes or no. Yes. Okay. First of all, this section is going to be in English actually. Okay. So previously we had a section for Tamil for web like web front end development, and this section is completely going to be in English. Okay. So if you want it in Tamil, please let me know. You can DM in WhatsApp. So I can share the previous recordings. So you can go for it, right? Wait a second. I'll just check. Yep, it's good. Yep. So yes guys, welcome back. It's a long time, and today we are going to see about the front-end development part actually, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript part. And by the way, I'm Jebin. I'm the founder of Justice Technology Pvt Ltd. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We can just start it actually. So first thing what we are going to learn here in this live sections is we're going to be around 30 days of live sections, and we are going to learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay. It's completely kind of a project based section. So every section, after every sections, we will be having a small task. So that help you to learn few more stuff extra, right? And we plan the sections for around 30 to 14 minutes per day. So it's not going to take you too long to learn more stuff in a single day, right? So it's kind of a 30 to 40 minutes per day, and completely project based, guys. So please stick with us, and every day after the class kindly share your projects, so you will guys go some extra mile when learning process actually. And the things will be like this. Okay, every day we start with a new topic. Okay, every day class we start with a new topic, and end of the class we will discuss all the doubts what you have. The reason is very simple. Most people are kind of coming with a kind of what's that good concept of understanding in after every classes. So only few will get doubts. So I don't want to mess with those people who have good understanding, right? So every day we start with a new topic and end with like a doubt clarification, everything. Okay. So first of all, this live, to whom this live is for? Okay, it's going to be a around 30 days of live sections. We plan for that, but guys, wait a second. Yeah, so it's kind of a 30 days of live sections, and the people who just completed college degrees, and the people who are really looking for a job, and people who are really want to learn something, and the people who are non-IT and they just want to switch to IT jobs, and women with like kind of a career gaps. Okay, for those people, this live is going to be a great one. Okay, we are going to start something with very basics, very scratch, and we are going to kind of extreme one. I will share the samples what we are going to make, right? And every class we will share the sample what we are going to see in this current class. Then only we are going to start the task, everything, right? on topics. uh, yeah. So make sure, so you are in this kind of categories. Don't miss this live option. It's completely free. We're not charging any kind of penny for this, and surely it will give a great impact on your career path. Okay, so in this section we are going to learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Okay, these are the three things we are going to learn. Since it's completely kind of a project sections, we have some kind of end goal. Okay, end goal will be like we are going to make something. Okay, so we just made a syllabus to achieve the end goal, and believe me, it's a huge difference. Okay, it's a huge difference than rather than learning all the stuffs and coming out with nothing. We are going towards a end goal, and preparing for those makes a huge impact. Okay, so you can see the output. Actually, this is the interface we are going to make. Actually, it's a like login screen will be there, and once you sign in, you will go to a dashboard. Yeah, it's going to be a dashboard actually, right? The dashboard, you can see some kind of more divs there. So some kind of a to-do task is there, some kind of learning progress, some kind of progress task is there. So this kind of an individual task, and end of the scenes we are going to merge all the stuffs in a single application. Okay, it's kind of a ERP application only. It's kind of some kind of a application we made for a client actually, so a similar application. So this is the entire thing we are going to make end of this live. I mean end of this 30 days of live section. Okay, guys, can you hear my voice better? Am I too speed? Am I need to reduce my speed of my talk? Anything? You can just send it in comment section. Is the speed is okay, or I may need to reduce my speed? Are you able to grab it out, guys? Anyone, please comment. If the speed is okay, are you guys able to understand what I'm trying to say and what I'm saying? Anything? I just want to cross check, guys. Mm, if it's not audible or it's not clear, let me know, guys. Wait a second. Uh, hold a second. Hold a second. I just forgot to log in the chart actually. So hold a second, guys. Where is it? Where is it? I was wondering why the chart is not loading actually. Later I found that I didn't log into the device. Mm, yeah, come on, come on. Guys, please let me know am I audible or not, okay? Okay. Yes, clear. Good. Okay, fine. Now I got all the messages in my what's that hosting thingy. So okay, so this is the final project that we are going to make, and it contains so much of options, right? Kind of a to-do application is there, some kind of progress track, right? Something is there, and the graph is there. This kind of a plugin actually, we can use the plugin in HTML and CSS also, right? So those things will be checking out, right? Also we have a kind of a mail option, okay? And where is some kind of icon is over there, so where to find the icons, how to use the icons in effective way. So everything we will checking out in this section. Okay, everything is kind of a scroll wheels there, everything we can check it out, and kind of a responsive also, right? Also we have some kind of navigation bar is there, right? And header bar is there. So everything we are going to check it out. So this is the end game what we are going to learn in the end of the live section. Okay, yeah. So first of all, we just want to understand what is website and who the website is meant for. Okay, mostly we can say like people are asking for website. I need a website. I need a website. Where I can find people who are develop website, right? So just want to understand that in kind of a customer point of view, to whom we are going to make the website. Just make sure, okay, to whom we are going to make the website. First thing, kind of general knowledge for entire every business, everyone who is starting a business, they want a website to promote themselves in the domain, the scenarios, right? So first thing we can say, like for business peoples, right? For second thing, for portfolio, even the business peoples also, they need a kind of a portfolio to show what they are doing, what they do actually, right? What are service they're providing. Similarly, if you are a college student, you can showcase your profiles to the peoples. These are the projects I did, and you can just go through it, and you can just get a clear understanding what exactly I am doing, right? And kind of funnel is funnel based is kind of a thing where the business people do to have a end sales actually. Most of the people might see some kind of advertisement and clicking that, and it will direct you to kind of a website. There you can see some kind of videos and a call to action. Call to action is kind of uh, like kind of action to perform, do something. Like if you're clicking that, it will take to a purchase page or it will take to a WhatsApp group, right? So those things we will be adding there, right? And for the events, absolutely yes, event and call to actions and like a funnel, like leads funnel, almost similar. So for an event, we're making a website so the people can see the websites and they can understand what the event is and when it is going to happen and what are the scenarios, what are the agenda of the meeting, everything they can see and they can purchase the ticket and everything, right? These are the common scenarios where the people use websites, right? There is more things we can do, but these are common scenarios I'm saying about. And just to make just want to make you to understand that website is meant for share some information in an understandable manner. Okay, the main goal of a website to share some information that people easily can understand what we are trying to say. Okay, so okay, so we can just get started with the sections today, and these are the basic kind of what's that introduction I'm just trying to give you guys. Okay, we can just start with kind of the topics of today and how, where what are the software we're going to use to do the coding, everything. Okay, first of all, we can go with like Visual Studio. This is software. It's kind of an IDE. Okay, this is where we are going to do the coding every stuff. Okay, so it looks like this only. Okay, this is a software actually. So we are going to completely get familiar with the software. Even the company also, you can use the same software. So the development will be very easy. Okay, there's actually in Visual Code there's more option, like within kind of a two line of two like word we can get the entire code of the things what we're making. Okay, right. First thing, the software we are going to use kind of a Visual Studio. Okay, you can go here to Google, type Visual Studio Code. In the first, you can find the website. Okay, you can just click this download. It will take you to the download page. There you can download the software. Depends on your software, depends on your what's that OS you're using, right? For Windows, you can use the Windows, Linux, and Mac. It's up to you guys. Then click the Windows. Then just you can just download and you can just install. That's it. Okay, it start downloading. Yeah, it's 95 MB only. So once you download it, you can just click next. Wait a second, I will show you. Right. Yeah, it's done almost. You can just click it out. Okay, it's already running, right? So if you don't have the software means you can just click next class, right? It's gone. That's it. So you can just download the software and install. So once you open it, it will open like this one. Open like almost this. Okay. So it will ask for what theme you are using. I'm using more term like or extensions actually. So you can just filter out those things like what theme you're using, like black or white. You can just choose as it is. Okay. So this is how it looks like. Okay, so if you don't have the website, like if you don't have the computer actually and you just wanted to do the task, everything means there is some other option. This kind of a online compiler, more online compiler is there. Okay, one commonly I suggest is like a kind of onecompiler.com. Okay, you can go here, onecompiler.com. For HTML you can go for it, right? HTML, right? Here also you can do the same stuff and you can run it, click run, and the page will be visible here. So what are change you are doing here? I can just type just price. And click run. So it come here, right? So this also you can use actually. So if you don't have any computer but you still want to learn something, means this is one of the best tool. You can use this in a mobile phone, tab, even for PC. If you are using low end PC and if you are not able to work on that much, means you can also go for this one. And right, okay. So this is one of the other option. So onecompiler.com. So I will share the links, both links in the description as well as in what's that? In group chat. So if you guys not in group, please check out the description link and like description. There is a group link. You can just click it out and you can join the group. Okay. Right. So these are two options we are going to use actually. So first things like the visual code is very easy to use and you can just directly use it actually, not an issue. And if you don't have any computer and if you are using only if you are a mobile user, you can just go directly to the one compiler. Okay, onecompiler.com in HTML. Right. So again, main topic is there, and what is the difference between HTML and CSS? Okay, simply we can say for HTML it's kind of a layout. Okay, something kind of content and layout. Okay, maybe you are using some kind of text, you are using some kind of details, some image you are using. So those things only we can give in HTML actually. But in CSS, is kind of a style and look and feel stuff which enhance, which give kind of a visual presentation to the HTML. Okay, let's take our website, our company website, right? Justrice.in. This is our company website. Yeah. So you can see it's kind of so much of things going around here, right? Some kind of animation happening over here, and I'm just scrolling down, and there's a few course details will be there, right? Some animation happening here, right? So literally, this animation is everything we are going to work on in CSS, right? HTML is kind of a plain content. HTML is completely plain content. I can show you something. This is the content today we are in the today's class we are going to see actually. I will just show you something. I will just remove the CSS actually. Okay, right? See, this is a kind of HTML. We are using heading tags. We are using paragraph tags. So without CSS, it's nothing. It's kind of a plain text and plain image block. That's it. Okay. So once we are adding a CSS, it is going to make some sense actually. To be frank, right? See, so it's kind of a what's that? Few column is there in the column there's a few contents. We have just apply for the background color is there and front ground like the kind of a car view. We have some other color. So these are things we are giving actually. Okay. So HTML is kind of a layout. It's kind of a structure. It's kind of a some kind of a base content. And CSS is kind of a well-defined visual presentation stuff we are going to give to the HTML. Without CSS, the HTML is going to see very plain, without any order stuff. Yeah, nothing is going to be very rough. Okay, so using CSS, we can enhance the the visual thing in the HTML website, right? Yeah. So guys, if you have any doubt, you can just drop the comments in the comment sections. Surely I'm just seeing that actually. You can see this. See, this is the software I'm using, so I can see all the comments over here. So I'm so happy to get you out. And also, if you have some kind of huge questions, everything, you can just call me. The number is in the yeah, in what is streaming out, right? The number is there. You can just call me out in WhatsApp actually, not normal call. Please call me in WhatsApp. So I'm sure I can just go and like answer all your questions actually. Okay. And this topic will be like HTML tags. Okay, what is HTML tag? Okay, so there is numerous number of tags actually. Okay, basically HTML tags are kind of a primary stuff what we're going to use in codings. I can show you a small example. Right here you can see there is few tags. The div is a tag, h1 is a tag, p is a tag. Okay, this h1 h2 will be like a kind of heading tags, like h1 heading, h1 h2 h3 h4 h5 h6. This kind of a difference will be there. I will show you later. And it's p tag. P tag is nothing. It's kind of a paragraph tag. Okay, then span tag is there, strong tag is there. There's numerous number of tags. I can show you. Okay, there's numerous number of tags are there. You can just see this out. these are the tags where most commonly we are using actually. P is a kind of paragraph tag, H1 is kind of heading tag, H2 is kind of heading 2 tag actually. So these are the H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 will be like some kind of in SEO points there's huge meaning, but normal it's kind of a default, they have semi font size for understanding. I'm just saying in kind of SEO point, SEO means search engine optimization point, there's a huge difference in that actually. Okay, it makes more sense in there. There's a strong, there's a like tag is there, em address, q tag is there, there's more tags are there, but we use only few items, don't worry. Okay, b has a breaking tag. Okay, and div is very commonly we are using, and a tag we very commonly we use for link with the link the links actually, right? If you are using any kind of hyperlinks, we are using like a tag with hyper command actually. There's image tag is there, there's UL tag, another list, order list, list is there, right? Even few more things are there actually. You can use like table views. So there is more tags out there, we will see later, but currently for a beginner stuff we are going to see a few tags, like around 4 to 5 tags. And end of the section I will give you a task, so please kindly do the task, so you will get a better understanding what we are going to do, what we are going to learn actually. Okay, so first thing, before going into the tags, we need to understand what is the general syntax, general format of a website, like HTML code, right? So this is the general format. Okay, you can just say like doc type. It's kind of a doc type, and the language you are going to use here is kind of English. Okay, it's commonly used, mainly used for kind of SEO stuff. Okay, so the language you're going to use is English, and the very common stuff you're going to use like this one: heading, body, and content. Okay, heading tag will be kind of a main name, we can say, like. So title, you can, what I was seeing here, like it's the title. It's a title actually. I can explain. Wait a second. So H1 is kind of a heading tag. We are just using heading tag on tags there, and paragraph tag we are going to use, and again we are closing the body tag and HTML tag. Okay. To be frank, you're just starting with the tag and closing with the tag. Okay, it's kind of a mandatory one. And but to be frank, here is not going to make any issues. But if you're going for PHP, those stuff, sure it's going to make big issues actually. Okay. So what are the content we are going to add? We'll be adding in the body tag. Okay. Heading tag for kind of meta what's the metadata, like who the developer it is, and what is the tag for the website. Everything will be adding in heading tags. And for body tag, this is the thing where we are going to add the contents. All kind of contents we are going to add actually. And there we can use all the tags what I showed you before. Heading tag you can use, paragraph tag you can use, image tag you can use, and strong, everything you can use actually. Okay, so let's jump into a small sample actually. What this is the thing what we're going to make right now. And I'm just want to I will sharing few more extra stuff, but those things we will be seeing later in a clear manner. Okay, so this is the website we are going to make right now today. Okay, don't worry, very simple piece of cake. We just show the code and I will just create the code again, so you guys will get better understanding. Okay, right. So this is the code what I used to make this website. This kind of small page, right? You can see some kind of a card is here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 card of 3 rows. Okay, and there's a simple background is over here. Okay, just make it out. Don't worry, it's very simple. Okay, first, once you install Visual Code, and once you open the code, you will get this kind of interface. Okay, or else you can directly go to like any folder. For example, I'm going here. Right. Wait a second. YouTube Live. Okay, you just go to some folder and create a folder actually. Like just try enter, and you can just right click and open the code, or else you can just copy the path and you can just click like open folder and go to here, paste it out. Right, this is how you can just open the folder what you created for this project. Right, then you can just click this option. Right, new file. This is a new folder actually. Okay, whatever created here, it will be automatically created to the this path itself. You can show something new folder here, like day 1. Okay, enter, and I'm just going to create a folder in that. Click here and just add day 1 again .html. So whenever you're saving the file, save it as HTML. Okay, enter. So now I just adding some basic code like, okay, there's shortcut, few shortcuts there actually. If you're using exclamation symbol, okay, in Visual Code, if you're using exclamation symbol and click enter, it will automatically give this stuff. Okay, let's just try it out, and if it's not working, please let me know. Okay, we have some extension also. By default it will work actually. If it's not working means we can use some extension to work on it. Okay, I'm just saving this file, Ctrl S to save, and if I check this here, you can just find the folder and the file. Okay, so directly you can use the Visual Code. You don't need to switch to every time. You don't switch to like this folders, and I'm making some other files, everything. Don't need actually. You can directly create a folders files like day 1, day 2 .html, right? So these things you can easily add on. Okay, and one more thing I just want to say you something like not only HTML, we can make all the files what you require for the project. For example, if you're using some kind of PHP file over here, maybe like kind of a data fetch. Okay, just I'm saying like this is the file name, fetch th.php. Okay, so automatically you can create a file also, so no issue. This is kind of a end file type extension. This is going to matter actually. Okay, so here we are just going to make only the HTML file, so we don't need to think about all the PHP or something else, right? We can just go through the HTML files. You just click here and delete it, not an issue. Everything will be updated in the folder itself. Okay, so for our task I just created one folder. Oops, close it. Wait a second. For our thing I created a folder, live plus, yeah, this is the folder. I'm just going to delete this. So this is the folder I'm created. I'm just clicking and open with VS Code. Okay, right. So this is the day 1. This is the thing we are going to learn today. Wait a second, what happened to this one? Oops, I just forgot to save it actually. Wait a second. Okay, I think just save the file in some other folder. Yeah. So this is actually GitHub actually. Okay, we will explain. We will see those things in further classes. Don't worry. Okay, I think I'm in the wrong folder, I guess. Yeah, I got the folder back. Okay, so this is the content. This is the things what we're going to try now. Okay, so this is the stuff we're going to try now. Okay, I'm just going to make a new file for our project. It's day 1, right? So day 1 underscore 1 dot html. Okay, wait a second, I will zoom it out a little. Okay, so if you are using Visual Code, Visual Studio, then you can easily create few things in a few clicks actually. Okay, just use shift plus exclamation symbol. Okay, you can find it in the top of the keyboard, right? Exclamation symbol, right? Just click enter. So you will get a basic structure of a code. So as I said before, we have a heading tag is there, right? Heading tag is there and a body tag. Okay, in this body tag we are going to add all the contents, right? This is the way we are going to add all the contents. Okay, heading tag we commonly use for title. I will just run the code so you will get understanding. Title and meta. Meta is a huge concept for SEO. Okay, we will see later actually. So I just want to run the code. One more thing, in Visual Code Studio, we have few kind of easy stuff I said, right? So go to this extension tab and you can go for live. Uh, what's a live code? Live server. Okay, you just click it and install actually. Okay, you can find this install button there. You can just click it out. So you can see what I'm exactly doing. You can really do that actually. Okay. So day 1 is there. Just right click and I can go click with open with live server. So this will only enable once you install the plugin. Okay, I said plugin before, right? This live server is the plugin actually. Once you install the plugin, so you will get this option. Okay, right click and open with live server. So it will automatically open the web page. So here you can see like the document. The name is like called document, right? So this is what the title means. Okay, I'm going to change like just rise uh, technologies front end day 1. To be frank, we are not supposed to use this kind of long tags, okay, long names, titles. just for sake I'm just adding this. Okay, control S, save, and you can just go for this one. See, the name is here, right? Just technologies front end day one. So this is what title means. Okay, so just for understanding, just to understand that. Okay, like heading tag we commonly use for more meta tags and more stuffs, but commonly we use title also there. Okay, then we are using the body tag. Okay, as I said before, we have more tags over there. Here I'm just going to use few tags. Okay, first the div. Div is kind of a container. Okay, div is kind of a container. So the container can contain something, right? So I'm just making it div. A few more stuff is there actually. You can just type div and press enter. You will get a div tag. This is the format of a div tag. Okay, comma tag contains two things, right? So open bracket, div, and a close bracket, and again we are going to use some kind of over here, and this is close bracket, right? For ending, for closing the tag, we use like this slash actually. Okay, so we are using forward slash and the div name. If you are using a tag, okay, a tag, same concept. Okay, this is the a tag and a tag with the closing stuff, right? For paragraph also same. Every tag, okay. H1 also same. Strong also same, right? For what are the tags you are using, the things are going to be like this. The tag name, or like what's that? What's this? Uh, arrow, right? Something like, not arrow. It's what's the name actually, guys? Anyone is there? What's the name of this arrow? Less than get a symbol actually. What's the exact name? Anything? So, yep, just open arrow. Okay, so it's considered actually. So we have some kind of slash also there. So this is a kind of a tag, syntax for a tag actually. Okay. Anyways, so as I said before, we have a div. Div is kind of a container. The container is going to contain some data over there. Okay. So I have a div is over here. Okay, instead div I'm going to add some content data. Okay, I can just using like h1 tag is there. We can, yeah, h1 tag we can go on, right? I will just, okay, so in the h1 tag I can add some data like heading one, right? H1 is kind of a huge big heading, right? Just try heading one, right? Save it out and we just check the code. You can find it, right? I will do one thing. I will just place this in same page. So yes, so guys, so okay, for minimize this area, okay, so minimize this palette view, you can just use control B for minimize. Okay, control B, it will come again, control B for minimize. So now we have extra spaces over there, right? So I just added a heading tag one. Okay, just added a heading tag, and now you can see the tag over here. Okay, I'm just want to make some copy, so you can just click it out, copy, control C, click it out, control V. This is one method we can make some copies over here. See, it's coming lively, so no issue. And some other method will be like shift alt and down arrow. Okay, I'm just parallel saying the shortcuts of visual code as well as we are learning something like front end development, right? So shift alt down arrow. Okay, so you can make some special copy you need actually. So this is easy method to make the copy of a line actually. The entire line will be copied again. Okay. Anyways, I'm just filling it out. Okay. So I'm just making some kind of tag of H1, H2, H3, H4, H5 and H6, right? H1, H2 is there. Shift Alt plus down arrow. It coming again. H2 is there. H3 is there, and H4 again. So this is kind of a basic understanding to show how the H1, H2, H3, H4 works actually, okay? But in technical terms, there's huge difference in that, okay? For whatever website you are doing, you should have at least minimum 2 to 3 heading tags, okay? It's kind of a SEO point of view. We see later actually, okay, don't worry. So we should have a heading tags to have better SEO site websites, okay? Okay, now just added 3 tags. Okay, so as I said before, this is a div. Okay, this is a div, this is a container. This container have another container. Got you? So now I'm just wanted to make the container looks better. Okay, so I added some kind of color over there. So we can add colors in more different ways. Okay, one is kind of inline coding. So I'm just adding the color stuff or the kind of CSS, right? I'm adding those CSS inside this div itself. Okay, kind of a local style kind of stuff. Okay, So we can enter style, enter, and we can add the data, or we can add like background color, right? One more thing for visual code, if you are typing a few words, few words means few letters actually, I will suggest you to find a similar kind of full code. Okay, either then you can type fully like background and dash color, or you can choose from the visual code stuff itself. Okay, so I am just choosing the color from here, the brown. So you see the color getting different, right? So this is how we can add all stuff over here, right? Like kind of font. Oops, wait a second. Styles there. Okay, we can add font later. Okay. If we can add font, actually, we can add kind of round border round. Not seen fully. Wait a second. Oh, wait a second, guys. Alright, okay, fine. We will just check it on in the main section actually. Okay. Colors here, we can add some more color also here also. I'm just trying to make some kind of extra div to have separate content actually. Wait a second. Just copy this to here. Okay, so I'm just separately giving the colors actually here. So first we just go for it. Some color like, right? So like this we can add the colors and the styles, everything in here. Okay, just for understanding. Okay, sorry guys. So you got it, the things. So we can add the stuff what we record in here itself. Okay, so we can add the things whatever we need actually. For kind of a border radius, we can give. Wait a second. Okay, it's not coming actually. Radius RADIOUS. Yay. Border radius. Right? You can see the border radius here, right? So comma, if you're using a separate CSS, it will come automatically actually. So wait a second. Right? So what are things you can give in here, it will get affected in this main coding also. Okay. So currently we have a separate div is there. One main div is there. In the div we have added around 4 tags. Okay, 4 heading tags is there. Okay, so main div, the main div for we given like a brown color, right? For that heading tags we given like color like a white, and we are using background color. Okay, we will see in later classes actually what are different kind of attributes there. Those things we will see in later classes. Just for understanding something, we are just making the things. Okay, right? So these are the things basically we are going for, going to work with actually. Okay. Okay, so now we just added an inline query over there, but we need kind of a separate query to have kind of a better view, better handling actually. So what I'm going to make kind of make a separate style tag is go over here. Instead of the style tag, I'm going to add all the attributes for the code we have already done here. Okay, first of all, I just going to create a kind of a style tag. Okay, tag is here, and I can add these values. But remember one thing, if I adding some values over here, and how the thing knows, like I'm using the colors, what's that, the CSS value for this tag. Okay, how the things know means we can add kind of like kind of a thing called class actually. So just add here class. Okay, equal to a class name. I can give a name like main container, right? Main just container, and I'm going to use this name here. Okay, so whenever calling the class view class tag, use the dot actually and give the container name, and again, right? Now I'm just going to add this stuff, cutting here, right? You can just see this style here. So we lost this properties, right? Like style properties. I'm just adding this here actually. Same thing, right? Nothing's different. Same thing is going to happen, right? So this is one of the easy methods. So the main layout will be here, and the style what we are going to give will be in here. Okay. So what's the main difference actually? If we can also inline query also, right? Inline means like this we can add, right? But what's the main difference? We are just calling it outwards. Okay, main thing, I have heading tag over here. See this, I have heading tag over here. So what are the headings are there? If I want the same style, I just want to copy and paste actually. Okay, see this again, I just want to copy the entire thing, style, copy. I just want to paste it here to get the same style for this H3 tag. See, so it's kind of a huge task actually. Every time you are going to do that means it's kind of a huge task. So what we can do is like make a centralized one. Okay, same here. I can use this H1 tag actually. But what's the better way to do some coding? Every time we have to set those things in the inside a container. Okay, so container is mainly we can use like for better alignment actually. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here, like I'm going to make a container. Div is here. Okay, I can just close the div at the end actually. Okay, so you can see like div is kind of a container is there, inside contains a h1 tag, right? Again another like we can say like another container is here. Wait a second, I'm just trying to make something easier. Div we can say end tag actually, right? So type it out actually is somewhat more readable. Yes, here one again and last one is like, right? So now we have there's one container, 2, 3 and 4 containers there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is like I just want to click it here and add some class name. I'll just give the name as a box. Okay, so just copy this name or just type it out. Dot, since it's a class name we're using a dot. Okay, there are few more stuff there actually. We can use id. For id we are using slash actually. Okay, we will say later. Since we are using class, this is class we are using, so I'm just adding dot. Okay, dot box. Here I'm just going to add this stuff. Background color is here, right? Yeah, cut it out. I'm just going to add here, right? Okay, is outside. Okay, so now we can get the exact result only. So what I'm going to do, I just want to delete this tags here. I'm just adding this class name in all the divs actually. So no matter if you're adding in the h1 tag also fine actually, do okay actually. Okay, no issue. So I'm just want to make the things so much systematic. So I'm just adding those things in the tag, div tag. Div is a container. Just understand, div is a container. Simply, okay. Maybe it's kind of a bottle, it's kind of a bag. Okay, this is a container where we are going to stuff all those contents. Okay, div is a container. Just delete it out. Guys, if you have any doubts, you can just comment out or you can just call me in WhatsApp so I can get you out. Right, so you can see that now all heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4 tags have the same style, right? Background styles. So you want, what are we doing here? Like if you are using like you're changing the font size, or if you are adding some kind of what we can say make padding, common padding we can use it. Padding is something kind of inner values. Okay, some kind of, this is the inner box, right? I can show you. Don't worry guys, today just trying to make some kind of value to you guys. It might be seems like overloaded, but it's not actually. You can just follow the things what I'm saying step by step. Okay, so there's two stuffs called padding and margin. Okay, padding is things will work like if there's a box and there's a content. Okay, padding will work like this actually. It will depress the content. Okay, it's kind of a data, this is a kind of values here, like kind of a heading one tag will be here, right? So it will depress the contents inside the column. Okay, this is padding. Margin helps to extend outwards. Okay, it not to mean for content, is for the entire div actually. Okay, it's a margin. It is for padding. We will see actually, don't worry, we will see. Okay, anyways, so I'm just trying to make some padding over here. So now it's kind of edge one, right? It's kind of close to edges. So I'm just adding some padding like around 30 pixel, right? So it's like one beamed actually. I will go for around small value 5. That's much better. We just choose some other color actually. So what happens is like this one is too small, right? So it's kind of overwhelmed actually. I go for 2. Wait a second, I will add some padding over here first, and here some. So now we have less padding actually, now less than 1 actually. Okay, I will do one thing, I will go for minimum height for around 200 pixel. 900, too large, go for 800. Okay, I'll make it a little bit long. Oh, 400. Yeah, so now the padding is too less here. You see this, see here. Okay, I'm just increasing padding to 10, right? Now it's visible. I'll go for 20, might be not 220, right? So it is pushing the content towards down, towards the side actually. So entire side will be like 20 20 20 20 20 20. So if I need a kind of only one set 20, I can give like a padding left. Okay, so only for left it will give a 20. Other places kind of to the edge items I can give top, padding top. Okay, so now get a top 20. Okay, so pad is like kind of just contains something inside the values. Okay, anyways, so what I just want to try to do is be like I want few things. Okay, what are things I can do? Okay, now for the main content we give something like okay, so what we can do is like we can arrange the data in a kind of a side by side manner, kind of a column based. So what we seen before here, the sample, right? So now we just add the content. We have the content over here. We just wanted to add some kind of a background color for this what's that tags for h1 h2 tags actually. Then we can make some kind of round corners will be here. Okay, just write out one by one. Okay, now I have the color, background color is fine. Okay, and I just want to kind of a curved edges, a corner edges in the all side actually. So I just going to go with the same coordinate border radius. I can just call it out here, border radius, right? Make it 20 pix, I guess. So you can see the border radius here. I can also add some kind of padding over here, so it will have some width actually. Padding, we can go for 10 px, piece of pixels. Okay, 10 seems good, it's good, really good actually, but again it don't have any space actually. So as I discussed before, we can add some margin to have some space, right? Margin, right? Oh, 5 pixel, 5 small actually, very small. See this? So now it almost looks like a card actually. A main card is there and we have a sub card of 4 cards. And one more thing, before in the sample you can see some kind of sample text is there, right? You can see some sample text is there, right? This thing comes with our visual code itself. Okay, so we can just type out this only. Okay, yellow REM lorem. Okay, you just type it out, you will get the same thing. So what I can replace is like I can replace this one, or I can use some other tag actually. Wait a second. Okay, this one is like I can use for paragraph tag, key tag. So once you're typing yellow REM, you get this kind of suggestion. Just click it out, you get the text actually, right? I'm just going to take away this kind of like width actually, height actually, so it will go as per our need. See, right? So I just remove the height. Now it seems good. Okay, padding I can give for padding for all the sides, so every side it will be kind of uniform stuff, right? Now kind of uniform AIS will be there. Okay, so now it looks like some kind of different things. We have a card and a single card contains 3 more cards. Okay, we just use a basic of CSS to make this one. Okay, now what we can going to try is like the remaining things to make the card view as a card actually, as kind of a row and column stuff. And this thing we are going to use in our final project also. Okay, this is our final project, right? You can see this kind of a rows of items, rows and columns of items. Okay, Just for understanding how easy it is actually, how easy to make an application in HTML CSS, right? So almost we made the things. We now we have a main column is there. I can show you like where's it? Yep, yeah, here, right? Now we have the main column and we have the sub columns here. Sub card is there actually. Now we are going to make this card as to view as like this actually. So there is a new concept called grid actually. Okay, there are two stuff to make the website more beautiful, more order manner. It's called grid and flex. Okay, so first thing we're going to go for grid actually. Guys, don't think it's kind of a huge stuff to learn. It's very easy. I'm just trying to make these things as much as simple as possible. Okay, so there's something called grid actually. Okay, so grid is things used to make the website to align as per our need. Okay, so where we're going to add those stuff is like for to the main container. Okay, so our things like this is the main container, and this container contains few more items there. Okay, and I want to make all the sub items inside this container need to follow the grid system. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to add the grid concept to this class, main class. Okay, going for grid, just click it out, enter, just type display, display. Okay, just enter and just type grid. Okay, enter. So almost it is getting some kind of movements, right? Then next value. Okay, next you want to add like grid template. Okay, grid template columns. Click enter and add auto. Okay, you can like one frames, a few things are there actually, you can use those all you can use like auto also, it works fine actually. Okay, so how much time you are giving the auto value, it makes some sense. For 4 rows currently we have 1 2 3 4 5 rows, right? So I'm giving for 5 times 1 2 3 4 5, right? So giving 5 times, so you have 5 columns there. Just easy as possible, right? Wait a second guys. Sorry, okay. Right, so just easier is, right? I just added two line of code, grid display, so display as a grid and grid template as columns. That's it. This just two line of code, right? So without this two lines of code is nothing. Oops. Right. Oops. Okay, without two lines of code it's like kind of a messy over there, but using these two codes is fine, right? So there's huge things we can go with like grid and flex. Okay, surely we will see in the further classes, don't worry guys, it's very huge one to learn. And now we just made a kind of a similar things what I shown before. Okay, so if I no matter if I'm adding some kind of extra things, like I'm just copying and pasting this again, right? Again, no matter how much time I'm giving this, it automatically schedule those things. Okay, if I have only like a three columns will be there, means I just want to go for only 3 columns, so I just delete this one. It will automatically adjust for 4 columns here, now 3 columns. Okay, so this is a few stuff that we can do more things in a very easy manner. Okay, so I hope you can understand the things what I'm trying to say, right? So please let me know if you have any doubts. This is the main content for today. So we have added like a div there. We just see how to use the class. Yeah, or how we can easily and effortlessly use the class actually, and how to use the inline CSS and the centralized CSS actually. Okay, we can do one more thing. I can show you. Wait a second. And again the heading tags, we just saw different sort of our tags actually, right? One more thing, yes, one more thing actually, for using heading tags. So if you want to change the color of the tag, and you can do in 2 manners actually. Okay, one is like you can call this tag and change the color actually. You can use font color, font size, weight with color actually. Okay, you see font size actually I can go for around 20 pixel. Okay, so now this kind of what is the main device taking affected actually, like box thing is different, right? This entire thing is getting affected. I can go for 50, right? End stuff is going affected. So if you want to do specific stuff, okay, if you want to do specific font issues, font style means you can just copy this and you can place it over here also. Style, right? Place it here. So only that area getting affected. Okay, this is the main important for inline query and the sentence query, right? So if I just want to affect a single tag, single thing means you can get it here actually. And if you want to affect the entire box, entire this container means you can give this here actually. Also, if you want to like edit all the tags, all the use tag, like whenever you're using heading tag, h1 tag is there. I want to change the tag means you can just call the h1 here. Okay, separately calling here. You can just add here actually. See this? So now all the heading tags will be affected, all the h1 tags actually. So if you want to add more tags to affect the same thing, just add comma h2, comma h3, and comma h4, comma h5, right? Also we have paragraph tag also, comma p. So whenever tags h1 to h2, h3, h4 and p tag is there, is getting affected, right? So this is kind of a centralized code system, you know. So I'm just adding 100, so every code will be affected. See, and the things are affected, right? So this is some easy stuff to make things understand how things are working on here. So this up to us. I have one more thing actually. This kind of a class, what are the class we're using is kind of a user defined. Okay. So for class, we are calling the dot actually, dot box, right? Dot box. If you are using a ID, we are using a slash actually. And if you are using kind of a predefined, like predefined HTML tags, like H1 tags, H3 tags, those things we don't need to use any kind of dot over here. Okay, notice please, we're not going to use any kind of dot over here. If you are using a predefined tags, we can directly call it. Okay, so your doubt guys. And last thing is one thing there actually. So we are here, we are calling this all kind of CSS in a kind of a style tag inside that, right? So we can make this kind of thing in a centralized file also. So it's not too much clumsy over here. See this, now things are so much clumsy. So this is the entire code. Starting we have given like in style tag. It's kind of so much clumsy over there. So make the website so much clear. We can make this kind of style activities in a separate file. Okay. So just deleting this. So see this. This is a layout actually of the website what we are making. Yeah. So we can just create a new file. Just click this folder, plus symbol, oops, plus symbol, style, or whatever name you can use. Okay, style, style.css. Whatever name, whatever file you can make actually, but make sure the file should have kind of what's that? .css extension. Okay, so I already have the file name. Okay, it's like one style_1.css. This is the file name. Okay, so you can give whatever names you wish, no issue. Enter. So here I'm going to paste the code. So it's not going to work, don't worry. So whenever we are adding extra files to the HTML code, we just want to link the file actually. Okay, so simply we can go to the main file and we can use, click here, link, enter. So you will get a this concept. Okay, link rel equal to style sheet href, right? Here you can just add the file path. Okay, since this file is in my folder, in the kind of day one folder, right? So I just want to call the file name itself. That is fine. Okay, just style1.css. See, once I given the style name, it getting back its own style again, right? So if the file is some other folder, again you need to give the path folder, right? Okay, we will see the later actually, don't worry. So now we have a kind of a basic layout of a website. It has kind of a main card view. The single main card view contains 1 2 3 3 into 1 2 3 4 5 and 15 of card views. Okay, so here comes your task actually. Okay, just try to make a similar concept again. Okay, with a some kind of a better manner one. Okay, go for here, that is down. Okay, card view one. Okay, so here like same card view 2, card view 3, you can just go for it. So you don't need to use the h1 tag. If you use, you can use h1 tag also, right? That's up to you. You can use the paragraph tag also, so not an issue. It's a kind of a card view 2, and this is card view 3. You just make some kind of sense, like you can make some kind of file name, like department names, college names, everything you can give actually. Okay, one more thing we can do actually, we can do some kind of style over here. Where's the box actually? Yeah, it's the box. Align content center. Okay, so now things are like in centralized. Okay, what happened? Just to a center, I guess. Wait a second. Align center. Mm. So what is the tag actually? Align item, not align item. Text center. Center. Oops. It will work, I guess. Wait, it's working, right? So now the text alignment, okay, not the layer alignment. So I just confused. Okay, so make the text alignment center also. So it will kind of a v1, v2, v3 will be there. And if you want to increase the font of the things, you can go for around 25. You can go for actually, like better view is there, right? Just make something like this. Okay, this is the first task. Just have a try, guys. Okay, and this is the concept for if you're making, no matter what software you make actually, like what kind of, okay, if you're also using mobile app development also, almost similar kind will be there. Okay, but syntax will be different for each and every domain. Make sure. Okay, so yes guys, so this is the task for today. Just have a try. We have more way to go, and to be frank, it's long back I'm using HTML actually. Okay, currently I'm completely using like React and Flutter, those things. But again, back to HTML is a really good one for me to refresh something. So yes guys, absolutely this is the flow. This is the flow what we're going to do or make some applications in real time also. But again, for domains the things will be different. So if you are using a React, this code almost similar, concept is similar, but the structure will be different. If you are using Flutter also, the concept is similar, but the structure will be different. Okay, so just try to make this similar website, similar page is the task for today, and I'm just reducing the font size so things will be fit in the display. Okay, yeah, it's much better. So just try and share the outputs. I will share the video in a group. So how to submit the project actually. Simple. You can just once you done the project, you can take a screenshot actually, or else you can make a recording, screen recording, and you can publish those things in Instagram by adding us in collaboration. Okay, add us in collaboration. You can publish those things in Instagram. So yes guys, that's about today, and so the day one we made a simple layout, and the layout somewhat relevant to our main task actually. Okay, you can just say compare out actually, it's the main task almost similar. Okay, here the with we have given like a huge one, so it seems like expanded. Don't worry, we will see those things in kind of a responsive thing happens. Okay, so just have a try guys. If you wish, you can add some icons over there, but similar concept, but there's few things we want to check out actually. We want to go for flex actually. So later we add this flex also. Okay, a single card view is there, inside there's a content. To be frank, in the simple card view inside there is a 3 columns actually in this process. Okay, 1 2 3 columns. In this class we will see that. Okay, don't worry. So just have a try, we will be always there for you. Share your outputs, and yeah, the group link is in description actually, you can check it out. You can just join the group, and we'll see. Okay, so yes guys, bye bye, take care, good night. So do you have any doubts, please share in chat actually, so I can get you out. Get out guys, or shall we wind up guys? Yep, so I think you can see my WhatsApp number in the screen. So you can just share any doubts if you have, so I can clear you out. Just have a try, a simple concept. I just want to revise the things one more time. Okay, okay, here we have a normal tag over here, full structure is there. Okay, you can just have the structure very simply by going to, if you are using an Visual Code, you can just use like exclamation symbol, right? Dot, you just type exclamation symbol is there and enter, you get a simple structure of the code. Okay, or you can mark up, you can like mark up things actually, memorize the things. And you can, in the body tag we are using a div tag is there. So guys, for a main container, div is there, right? In that div we are using another container to contain some data. Our div is there. In this, inside this I am using h1 tag, right? And h1 tag we can use some data like day 1. Okay, this is the flow. And for adding some kind of style, some kind of different what's that, look and feel, we are adding few stuffs here. For here I'm using a class view, main div we are using class, right? Name we can give like main. Okay, and sub for that heading, yeah, heading tags is connected inside a div tag, right? For the div tag we are using some other class like box something like. Okay, and just writing the CSS file for this cone. Okay, so here I can use like style tags there. I'm using like calling main tag main, right? Here we can call the what's that, text styles, color base, everything. Okay, background color brown. Okay, this is the simple concept. This is the entire thing happening inside our website. So I'm just going to open here like live. See, I'm just waiting it the simple one. So other than that, we use what are things like we use like we used oops, we use round corner, right? For round corner we can use like a border radius. Okay, for round corner border radius here 20 pixel. Oops. Wait a second guys, 20 px. Okay, so now getting a ground corners. Okay, so if you want the exact height of something, you have different height means you can make a height actually. So it's kind of a main div. If you are adding extra div also, it will automatically expand actually. Okay, I'm adding extra div, so it is expanding. So now the things like the entire text is to the edge actually, so we need some kind of extra padding to make this looks good. So what I can do is like I can create this one box, right? Dot box and just call it this one. I am just giving the padding value inside the box, so the box content this individual box contain this values. Also I can just give the data to here also, not an issue. Okay, padding padding I can give like 20 pixels. See, it's working, right? So these are the few things. And if I again I just want to add some kind of color to this background, this one text one, so I can give like box. I'm giving like same thing. I can just duplicate, copy and paste, boom, right? So now again I just change the color actually white. So now it's gonna have colors everything, but it's kind of a joint one. So just to have some kind of space over there, I'm just giving like what's that, margin. Margin is kind of an outer value, outer radius value. Okay, margin around 10 pixels like this, 10 pixels. Okay, much better. And as I said before, it's a container, right? It's the main container, and I just want to make the main container to more look good actually. So what we are going to use here is kind of a display grid. Okay, so just try to memorize few things also. Okay, display you can make like grid. Okay, so this is kind of grid concept, we will see later actually. It's a grid, so this grid should be visible now in a column based. So what we are going to do is like this is kind of a predefined one. Okay, grid template column, and I'm using auto. Okay, so how if you have 3 rows means you can just use 2 times actually. Means 3 times 3 rows means sorry, 3 columns means 3 times. Okay, it will automatically adjust. If you go for 4 means it will go for 4. Automatically adjust the width actually. Okay, so no matter, so we have the 4 columns, and if I am increasing this, right, since it's a kind of a main div, it's a kind of a content subdiv actually. I'm just going to copy and paste colors, paste, no matter how much time I paste it actually. Okay, so it will come. Yes guys, so this is a task for you guys, and you can just go through with like kind of background colors, those stuffs, and this was possible. We will see this next topic again tomorrow. So I'm just looking forward to see your outputs. Kindly share those in Instagram. Don't forget to collaborate with us. We'll publish in the post. Okay. So yes guys, bye bye. I just take the this topic for 2 times. one for a elaborate manner like where we are using, and one is a very short time like around just 5 seconds where just use it, like 2 minutes I just explain things, right? So yes guys, bye bye, good night, just share your outputs. I'm just looking forward to see your outputs, and if you are not subscribed to the channel, kindly subscribe. Yeah, bye bye.